Tutti devotee, Dandavat. We're reading from Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Antya-līlā, Volume 2, and starting a new chapter today, Chapter 5, How Pradyumna Miśra Received Instructions from Rāmānanda Roy. Jai Jai Sri Caitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaur Bhaktavinda.
Jai Jai Sri Caitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Gaur Bhaktavinda.
Srila Kṛṣṇa Kaviraj Goswami ki Jai. Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. The following summary of the 5th chapter is given by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya. Pradyumna Miśra, a resident of Sri Hata, came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to hear from him about Lord Kṛṣṇa and his pastimes. The Lord, however, sent him to Srila Rāmānanda Roy. Srila Rāmānanda Roy was training the Dasi dancing girls in the temple, and when Pradyumna Miśra heard about this, he returned to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord, however, elaborately described the character of Srila Rāmānanda Roy. Then Pradyumna Miśra went to see Rāmānanda Roy again to hear about the transcendental truth from him. A Brahmana from Bengal composed a drama about the activities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and went to Jagannath Puri to show it to the associates of the Lord. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's secretary, Srila Goswami, heard the drama, he discerned a tinge of Mayavad philosophy and pointed it out to the author. Although Swarup Damodar condemned the entire drama, by reference to secondary meanings of the introductory verse, he nevertheless satisfied the Brahmana. That Brahmana poet thus became greatly obliged to Swarup Damodar Goswami, renounced his family connections, and stayed at Jagannath Puri with the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Jai Gurudev.
Renounce his family connections, his followers, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, who renounced the...
Pradyumna Miśra. Because he came and presented that drama that he'd written. First of all, Swarup Damodar Goswami Prabhu would always read anything to see if it was appropriate before showing it to Mahaprabhu, and even though it had that tinge of Mayavad philosophy about it, because he then he could appreciate something from the introductory verse, then the Brahmana was satisfied, and because of that mercy, he then renounced his family, stayed at Jagannath Puri. That was it for him. Nice. Okay. Vagunya kita kalita paishunya varna pidita dainyamave nikanoham chaitanya vaijyamashaye. I am infected by germs. Okay. I'm infected by germs of material activity and suffering from boils due to envy. Therefore, falling in an ocean of humility, I take shelter of the great physician, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, but had you...
This is text 1, chapter 5, right?
But it sounds like he's talking about when Sanatana Goswami had the sores on his body. Didn't you just read that?
No.
Oh, I'm imagining it then. Jaya Jaya Shachi Shuta Sri Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Jaya Jaya Kripa Maya Nityananda Danya. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the son of Mother Shachi. All glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Indeed, he is the most glorious and merciful. Jaya Dvaita Kripa Sindhu Jaya Bhakta Gana Jaya Swarupa Gadadhara Rupa Sanatana. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Advaita Prabhu, the ocean of mercy, and to all the devotees such as Swarup Damodar Goswami, Gadadhar Pandit, Sri Rupa Goswami, and Sri Sanatana Goswami. Ekadina, Pradyumna Miśra Prabhura Charane, Dandavat Kari Kichu Kari Nividane. One day, Pradyumna Miśra came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, offering his respects and inquiring from him with great submission. Shuna Prabhu Muni Dina Grihasta Adama Konabage Pranachori Tomara Dulaba Charana. My Lord, he said, kindly hear me. I am a cripple-minded householder, the most fallen of men. But somehow, by my good fortune, I have received the shelter of your lotus feet, which are rarely to be seen. Kṛṣṇa kata shunibare mora icha haya, Kṛṣṇa kata kahamore hana sadaya. I wish to hear topics concerning Lord Kṛṣṇa constantly. Be merciful unto me and kindly tell me something about Kṛṣṇa. Prabhu kahena Kṛṣṇa kata ami nahi jani, sabe Rāmānanda jani tara mukhe shuni. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I do not know about topics concerning Lord Kṛṣṇa. I think that only Rāmānanda Roy knows, for I hear these topics from him. Bhagye tumara Kṛṣṇa kata shunite hayamana, Rāmānanda pasha jaya karaha shravana. It is your good fortune that you are inclined to hear topics regarding Kṛṣṇa. The best course for you would be to go to Rāmānanda Roy and hear these topics from him. Kṛṣṇa kataya ruchi tomara bada bhagyavan, dara Kṛṣṇa kataya ruchi se bhagyavan. I see that you have acquired a taste for hearing talks regarding Kṛṣṇa. Therefore, you are extremely fortunate. Not only you, but anyone who has awakened such a taste is considered most fortunate. So, from Srimad Bhagavatam, Dharma svanushtita purnsam, vishvakshena katashuja, not padayed yad ratim, shana eva hi kevalam. A person who properly performs his regulative duties according to varṇa and āśrama, but does not develop his dormant attachment for Kṛṣṇa, or awaken his taste to hear and chant about Kṛṣṇa, is certainly laboring fruitlessly. And then Krishnadas Kaviraj continues, Tabe Pradyumna Miśra Gela Rāmānanderastane, Rāya Seva Katane Vasaila Asane. Pradyumna Miśra, being thus advised by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, went to the home of Rāmānanda Roy. There the servant of Rāmānanda Roy gave him a proper place to sit down. Darshanana panan Miśra sevake puchila, Rāya Vritana sevaka kahite lagila. Unable to see Rāmānanda Roy immediately, Pradyumna Miśra inquired from the servant, who then gave a description of Sri Rāmānanda Roy. Dui deva kanya haya paramasundari, nityagait kite sunipuna vasaye kishori. And the servant says, there are two dancing girls who are extremely beautiful. They are very youthful, and they are expert in dancing and singing. Se dune lanarai nibrita udyane, nija nataka gitera shikaye natane. Srila Rāmānanda Roy has taken these two girls to a solitary place in his garden, where he is teaching and directing them to dance according to the songs he has composed for his drama. Okay, purport. The drama being rehearsed by Rāmānanda Roy and the two young girls was the well-known Jagannath Vallabha Natika. The songs and dances were meant for the pleasure of Lord Jagannath. Therefore, Rāmānanda Roy was personally giving instructions on how to sing and dance for the drama. The servant continues, Tum ihan vasiraha kshaneke ashibena, tabeje anadeha se karibena. Please sit here and wait for a few moments. As soon as he comes, he will execute whatever order you give him. Tabe Pradyumna Miśra tahan rahila vashiya Rāmānanda nibrite se duijana lana. While Pradyumna Miśra remained seated there, Rāmānanda Roy took the two girls to a solitary place. Svahaste karinataha abhyanga madana Svahaste karana snana gatra samajana. With his own hand, Sri Rāmānanda Roy massaged their bodies with oil and bathed them with water. Indeed, Rāmānanda Roy cleansed their entire bodies with his own hand. Svahaste parana vastra savanga mandana tabu nivikara Rāya Rāmānanda mana. Although he dressed the two young girls and decorated their bodies with his own hand, he remained unchanged. Such is the mind of Srila Rāmānanda Roy. Kashta pashana spashe haya yaiche bhava taruni spashe Rāmānandera taiche svabhava. While touching the young girls, he was like a person touching wood or stone, for his body and mind were unaffected. Sevya buji aropia korina sevana svabhavika dasi bhava korina arupana. Srila Rāmānanda Roy used to act in that way because he thought of himself in his original position as a maidservant of the gopis. Thus, although externally he appeared to be a man, internally, in his original spiritual position, he considered himself a maidservant and considered the two girls gopis. Okay, maybe just this one. Mahaprabhura Bhakta Ganera Dugama Mahima Tahe Rāmānandera Bhava Bhakti Prema Sima. The greatness of the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is exceedingly difficult to understand. Sri Rāmānanda Roy is unique among them all, for he showed how one can extend his ecstatic love to the extreme limit. Well, this is quite long, so maybe we just stop here. Continue tomorrow. All right. Shri Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai. And
So those are completely high pastimes beyond our material senses and perceptions.
Yeah, and how, we can't...
No, you could read that purport by Prabhupada. There's a bit of a...
Oh, really?
There is a purport there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a little... But anyway, the purport, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya, Srila Rāmānanda Roy composed a drama named Jagannath Vallabha Natika, and he engaged two young girls who were professional dancers and singers to demonstrate the ideology of the drama. Such girls, who are called Deva-Dasis, are still employed in the temple of Jagannath, where they are called Maharis. Sri Rāmānanda Roy engaged two such girls, and because they were meant to play the parts of gopis, he taught them how to awaken thoughts like those of the gopis. Because the gopis are worshipable personalities, Rāmānanda Roy, who considered the two girls gopis and himself their maidservant, engaged in their service by massaging their bodies with oil to cleanse them completely. Because Rāmānanda Roy always placed himself in the position of a maidservant of the gopis, his rehearsal with the girls was actually on the spiritual platform. Because there was no question of personal sense gratification when Sri Rāmānanda Roy was serving the girls, his mind was steady and his body untransformed. This is not to be imitated, nor is such a mentality possible for anyone but Sri Rāmānanda Roy, as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will explain. The example of Sri Rāmānanda Roy is certainly unique. The author of Sri Caitanya-caritāmṛta has given this description because in perfect devotional service, one can attain such a position. Nevertheless, one must understand this subject very seriously and never attempt to imitate such activities. Very clear. Enjoy. Okay. Reading from the Golden Volcano of Divine Love. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai. So, a new chapter, Hankering for Perfection. Nayanam galada shrudharaya vadanam gadgada rudaya gira pula kir nichitam vapukada tava nama grahane bhavishyati. Shri Shikshastikam. O Lord, when will tears flow from my eyes like waves and my voice tremble in ecstasy? When will the hairs of my body stand on end while chanting your holy name? Illumination. In this verse, the devotee's prayer has been granted and he has acquired a position in Krishna's domain. Now his ambition has no end. Although he is posted in a safe position, he is again praying for further promotion. First, he aspired only for an insignificant position as the dust under the soles of Krishna's divine feet. Then the grant came. The touch of Krishna's holy feet came to the dust, and the dust was converted as if by a magic wand. Now a greater, higher demand automatically comes. The devotee thinks, what is this? I prayed only to become the dust of the soles of your feet. But what do I now feel within me? I am the dust of the earth, and you are the supreme absolute truth. But by the very touch of your lotus feet, dust has been converted into such a great and inconceivable substance. I wonder, how is it that I have been transformed? Now that I find that my demand Now that I find that my demand is for greater intimacy. Now I find that my demand is for greater intimacy. First, I aspired for servitude, but now, by the touchstone of your lotus feet, that hope has been converted into spontaneous attraction, raga marga. The king of affection. Spontaneous attraction can only mean Kṛṣṇa, not Narayan or Ramachandra. Kṛṣṇa means one who is worshipped by divine love and affection. He is the king of affection, the center of affection and love. The devotee's whole conception of devotion changed just by coming in touch with Krishna's lotus feet, and he was graced by the demand for more intimacy. Greater love and affection came to grace that servitor. Naturally. The devotee's whole conception of devotion, their whole conception of devotion changed just by coming in touch with Krishna's lotus feet. And he was graced by the demand for more intimacy. Greater love and affection came to grace that servitor. He was raised to such a plane of dedication that his prayer has changed. He thinks, what is this? I can't check my tears. They are coming incessantly, and when I try to chant your name, my Lord, I feel that I am losing control. Some interference from another quarter is moving in me, disturbing my normal thinking and aspirations. I feel that I am in the midst of another plane. I am nowhere. I have lost control. I have become a doll in the hands of some other power. My aspiration is taking me towards something else. Now I not only want a connection with you, you as a servitor from a distance. No. Now I not only want a connection with you as a servitor from a distance, but coming in touch with the magic wand of your lotus feet, my aspiration has changed. I see that so many devotees are engaged in your service and chanting your name. And seeing this, my hopes have been raised. I want to be lifted to that position. I can visualize that position from far away, but now my earnest prayer is that I may be raised to that level. Your connection has given me such thirst. I want to be handled by you. Play with me as you like in your own way. My heart hankers after such a relationship with you. When I chant your name with this feeling, I find that my previous conception has changed, and my new hankering is for the standard of spontaneous love. I pray that you lift me into that plane of your divine affection and love. Well, again, another very high prayer. We can only hold on our heads. Should I keep reading on?
Is there another small?
Well, it's starting a new chapter.
The next verse of this chapter.
Yeah.
It's quite long, actually.
Yeah. Do you want to comment anything?
No, do you not?
We can chant a little. Small doses.
Yeah.
They retain better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Okay.
Oh, this is from here. So
That was verse 5 of the chapter. The one that you just read.
You Caitanya-caritāmṛta. No. Is it 5?
What's it? No, it's 9.
Nanan.
Verse. Yeah, 6. That's 6.
6.
Naya Nam Galadashvara.
Yes, that was 6.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, that's
We
good.
should know straight off.
So for those who want to look it up again, they can go back to that page.
Okay.
That was 6 actually. Yes, 6.
It is 6?
Yeah.
Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopal Govindaram Shrimadhusudana. Gopal Govindaram Shrimadhusudana. Giridhari Gopinath Modana Mohana. Giridhari Gopinath Modana Mohana. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita
Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaur Sundar Radha Giridhari Ju Ki
Jai.
Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswami Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Jai Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Raksak Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj Ki
Jai.
Shri Rupanu Gurvaga Ki
Jai.
Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki
Jai.
Shri Caitanya-caritāmṛta Ki
Jai.
Jai Srila Kṛṣṇa Kaviraj Goswami Ki
Jai.
Jai all the assembled devotees Ki
Jai.
Jai all the worldwide devotees Ki
Jai.
Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan